Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a detailed review on this brand new Tineco S9 Artist Pro wet dry floor mop. Now it does retail for $850. That is kind of high for these wet floor mops. But in this video we're going to put it together, then we're going to charge it, and then we're actually going to clean up a big mess on the floor and see how it does. I also got the Tineco S7 Artist, and I also have the Artist Steam, S9 Artist Steam. I did buy this with my own money. I wasn't paid for this video, so this will be my honest opinion on this. Now you can find all the products that I highly recommend at my website, justadadapproved.com. Also sign up for my email list, so if it's a product that I highly recommend, like the Mova P10 Pro there, it just went on sale for $500. I just sent out an email to let everybody know that that's my #1 robot and it's on sale. Justadadapproved.com. If you click on a link on my website or in the description, or even in this video, the product won't cost you anymore, but I do get a small commission from the sale. I am an Amazon and a Walmart affiliate, so it's a way of helping support my channel. So here's everything that comes in the box. We do have a little bit of assembly. We have to install the handle. I like that it comes with a nice paper manual. Here's the charging dock that's also going to dry it. We do get an extra roller and an extra filter, which is super nice. We get a brush roller and we get some Tineco solution. And here's the actual floor cleaner. Now, installing the handle is a little tricky. There is an electrical connection right there. And find this groove and the word Tineco. That's going to go forward. You're going to push this in until it clicks. There, it clicked. Now, the docking station is a 2-prong cord. It's 6 feet long. It's going to charge the floor cleaner, and then it's also going to blow some hot air on it to dry it. There's these little ports that come out. Now this base station does have a 2-amp charger, so it is going to fast charge the wet dry floor mop. So on the bottom of it, I'm going to show you. Here's the charging points. It does have some self-driving wheels that are powered. That's going to help us move it. There's this little wiper and these little rollers right here, and then there's the brush roller. So you're simply going to take it and you just set it on there like this. There is a charging indicator here and up here. Now we need to take there is a piece of plastic on. Up here, there's a piece of plastic. Let's take some quick measurements. The base, 12 inches or 30 centimeters. Front to back, 12 inches. Well, about 12.5 or 31 centimeters. Height-wise, about 3 inches or 8 centimeters. The cleaning area on the brush is about 9.5 inches or 24 centimeters. So with it on the floor, standing there is 43.5 inches or about 110 centimeters. Now around back, this is the clean water tank. So you're going to press this button, and I'm sorry, this is the dirty water tank. The clean water tank is down there. So this is where all the dirty water is going to go. Now there are some features here. I like this little blue handle, because taking this off to empty it can be challenging sometimes, but this blue handle, if you lift it, it helps pry off this part here. And then you can simply just take this whole thing off. You are going to get your hair and your dirt and debris is going to be caught right here. Take this to the sink. You got to empty out all the dirty water. And then that's what this long brush is for cleaning the tube, cleaning all of this, and even cleaning right here. Now, if we look down here, this is where the dirt detection sensor is. So it's got the eye loop sensor. So this, as it's cleaning your floor, the indication up above is going to let you know whether your floor is clean or dirty. And if you're in auto mode, if your floor is dirty, it's going to ramp up the solution and the suction to clean your floor. And then as your floor gets clean, it lowers everything. That way it saves on battery. Now there is an electrical connection here. This is going to tell the unit when the dirty water tank is full. There's these sensors right here. So this filter here, you will have to clean once in a while, and I'm glad they give you an extra one, because when you have to clean this, if this is wet, you're not supposed to reuse it until this is dry. So let that dry in the sun after you clean it. Put it back in there, make sure it's nice and flush at like that angle. And then you can throw this back in here like this and push that all the way down, and this is all nice and flush. Come back here, put the bottom in first, rotate it, it clicks into place. Let's go over the clean water tank. The clean water, there's a button right here. Press that button towards you and then pull this up. You're going to take this to the sink. On the side here, there's an opening. Open that up and you're going to fill this up with just water. It's a nice big water tank. Now to add the Tineco solution, you're going to use the cap. So you're going to fill this up with water, then you're going to add 1 capful of solution to the clean water tank. Now you don't have to, but it does help with cleaning. Now let's take a look at the actual wet dry mop. This is the handle. Pull this, we pull this out. There's the electrical motor. We don't want to get that wet, but here is, let's do a close up down here. There's the scraper that's going to scrape everything off, and then it's going to get it wet. And then there's the suction port right there where everything gets sucked up into the dirty water tank. And again, as this is spinning, it's being wet, cleans your floor, and then it's scraped everything off and everything gets sucked up into the dirty water bin. Now to replace this, you do take the piece off the end, and then you're going to get your new one, push it on, make sure it's on like that, rotate that in, and it is able to do some edge cleaning right up next to the edge. So that does get pretty close on both sides is the same, and you can see up front it gets pretty close to the wall too. Okay, I'll give you a quick demonstration. You're going to put your foot here, and now you're going to turn it on.
Auto mode.
You're going to be in auto mode. We can change the mode right here. Max mode, then suction mode only, back to auto. There's max mode.
Suction mode. Auto mode.
Okay, let's go to auto mode and clean up this mess here. Now again, it is self-propelled a little bit, so it does glide easy. So let's watch as it's going to change color. And we're going to see it down here. See the red right here? That means it's dirty. And then as the floor gets clean, that's going to change back to blue. So that's auto mode. Now it is doing a good job. Now it does lie flat also. Perfectly flat. All right. Now there is a little trick here I want to show you. So whenever you're cleaning, so we turn it on, before you store the handle up, turn it off, and it's gonna back up on its own, and then you're gonna store the handle. So that's a feature to help kind of clean the area wherever you store it. So let's turn it on.
Auto mode.
So you're cleaning, let's say you're done, turn it off, and see, it rolls backwards, and then you store it.
Place appliance on charging dock.
Now let's go place it on the charging dock and do a self-cleaning.
Charging. Checking cleanliness. Please empty and clean the dirty water tank to prevent odors.
There's our charging indicator, and here's how we're going to do a self-clean.
Heated self-cleaning and heated drying are about to start. Heated self-cleaning has started. Soaking the brush roller.
Now it's going to soak the brush roller and turn it both ways, and then it's going to suck the water up into the dirty water tank. And then at the end of the job, it's going to blow hot air onto it and dry it in 5 minutes. Okay, so washing, that took about 2 to 3 minutes. Now it said it's going to dry the mop roller, and you can feel there's hot air drying it for 5 minutes. Okay, that took right at 5 minutes. Wow, it's really dry. All right, let's take a look at the dirty water tank. Let's take it over to the sink and empty it all out. Did a good job cleaning. Okay, again, lift the blue lever up. That's gonna help unpry it. So we don't have any real dirt debris here, but we do have a lot of dirt. Wow, did a good job. Rinse it out, and now you're ready to go. Okay, now let's really put it through the test. I got some cereal, milk, chocolate syrup. We're going to see how well it gets close to the wall in the corner, and some really long hairs. And we're going to do this in auto mode. And I've got some kitty litter. I got a whole bunch of kitty litter. All right, so we're going to turn it on. Auto mode. All right, let's go right up next to the wall. All right. We're in auto mode, so it turned red and ramped the suction up. All right. That chocolate syrup's gonna have to go over it a few times. All right, now let's go here. Bunch of coffee. Now we don't have to use it to clean up big messes. We can also just mop with it, everyday mopping. All right, now I'm just gonna mop. I can go until that light turns blue. That means my floor is clean. Now it also lies flat, perfectly flat, so I can go under and reach some really long areas. So it has a trick here, turn it off, and it's gonna pull itself backwards, and then that's how you store it. Now you gotta make sure you have enough room for the self-cleaning cycle. Let's take a look, see how it did. Yeah, there's where all the dirt and debris are. So yeah, we have room to do the self-cleaning cycle. All right, time for the white glove test. Yeah, the floor's pretty clean, actually just a little wet, but that was a really big mess. I got the crevices clean, but we do need to do a self-cleaning. Okay, you're gonna put it on stock. That's gonna charge it, but we're also gonna do a self-clean.
Please start self-cleaning. Heated self-cleaning.
That's the self-cleaning button.
Heated self-cleaning has started. Sucking the brush roller.
So it's going to spin the brush roller both ways. It's going to soak it, suck the water up into the dirty water tank. That lasts about 2 to 3 minutes, and then at the end, it's going to blow hot air onto the roller to dry it, and that takes about 5 minutes. Now the hot air drying is a little bit louder, and since that was so dirty, it sensed it during the cleaning, and it went into a deep clean. Okay, let's lift the little blue handle. That helps us get that lid off. There, we could take this, well, I just missed it, but you could take all of that debris to the trash can. That way it doesn't go down your sink. Okay, now we've got to wash all this off. I took the filter out. And then here is all the dirt and debris it picked up. Wow. Actually did a really good job, but we want to get this nice and clean. So the filter did have a little debris on it. It is a little wet, so I am going to go ahead and clean it, but you want to make sure and let it dry. Put it in the sun because you can't use it if it's wet. There, it cleaned right up. Okay, so it does have an $850 price tag. They do love to put their products on sale. I don't know what the sale price will be, but I definitely wouldn't pay $850. This becomes a buy, I think somewhere around the $500 to $600 range. They're really promoting the batteries being different. So they must have had issues with the batteries going bad in their earlier models because there's a lot of emphasis on a completely redesigned battery pack. That was a pretty big mess. I would have expected it to clean a little bit better than that. I mean, I do like the self-driving wheels. They do work okay. It is on the heavy side. I mean, this new battery pack and everything, I do think it makes it kind of heavy. I love the air drying for 5 minutes. It's kind of loud, but at least it does dry to help prevent that odor. Now, I will also be comparing it to the Tineco S7 Artist, and there's also an S9 Artist Steam. That's $1,000 floor mop there that not really worth it at $1,000, but maybe when the price goes down. So again, be sure and check out my website, justadadapproved.com. When products that I highly recommend go on sale, like that Mova P10 Pro over there, normally $600. It just went on sale yesterday for $500. That's my #1 robot vacuum cleaner. It actually cleans really good too. But sign up for my email on my website, justadadapproved.com. And when things go on sale that I love, I send an email out. I'm not going to send out a bunch of emails, just products that my goal is to get you the best products at the best price. Now, this Tineco, these are on the expensive side, but there is one thing I do know about them. These will go on sale. And sometimes they heavily discount these around the big events. So I haven't seen that yet. These are super new and they've still got their old models. So I got to compare them with the old models. So again, thanks everybody for watching. More of these floor cleanings are coming. Narwhal's got some new ones coming out. I did their old one. Roborock's got some new one, Dreamy, Mova. The Mova X4 is my best one right now. It's on my website, justadadapproved.com. So again, thanks everybody for watching. If you could, please like, subscribe, and thanks again.